everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we are tackling with some of the common issues that adenium plants or desert roses can face, and also we'll find out the solutions to those problems to keep your adeniums thriving. So please stay with us till the end of this video. So the first problem is leaf curling. Leaf curling is one of the most common problems in adenium plants, and there are some reasons which can be causing your adenium plant leaves to curl up, like improper watering, some lighting issue, over or under fertilization, or pest infestation. So let's look at all these problems one by one and what we can do to fix these problems. So first problem is improper watering. Now either underwatering or overwatering, both can cause the leaves to curl up. In most of the cases it is underwatering that causes the leaves to curl up, and that is pretty obvious because the plant leaves want to avoid the loss of moisture through the leaf surface, and that is the reason why they curl up. Now same way, overwatering, what happens is that you overwater your plant and the roots can start decaying. When the roots decay or the root rot starts happening, it will cut off the supply of oxygen and nutrients to the rest of the plant, and eventually the leaves will start to curl up to avoid the loss of moisture or nutrients from the surface of the leaves. To combat this issue, the first thing that you have to keep in mind is not to overwater your plant. Make sure that you water your plant when the soil dries out. Make sure that the pot has got enough of drainage holes for the excess of water to seep through, and water your plant according to the climatic conditions. If it's too hot, you can water every day based on the temperature in your area, or if it is cold weather, the temperatures don't rise too much, then maybe you can skip 1 day or 2 days in the middle and then water your plant. So just so there is no set watering routine for the plant. It is based on the requirement of your plant and based on the climatic conditions where you are. Now here, always remember that adeniums are succulents, and succulents can store a lot of water in their stem, in their roots and in the leaves. So you have to be very mindful of this before you are watering your plant. Second reason could be the lighting issue. Now too much of the light or too less of the light can also cause the leaves to curl up. In too much of bright light, the photosynthetic cells can get stressed out, and which can increase the rate of transpiration, and transpiration means loss of water through the leaves. So to avoid the loss of moisture from the leaf surface, the leaves tend to start curling up, especially if it is too hot and the plant is sitting in a hot scorching sun during the whole day. Now if the light is too less, then also it's going to affect the growth of the plant, because the plant will not be able to photosynthesize properly, and if it's not photosynthesizing, then it will not take up a lot of water or nutrients from the roots, which will keep the soil moist for a long period of time, and the plant roots sitting in the moist soil for a long time can lead to root decay, which again goes back to the same cycle. Now, if you think that lighting is the issue with your problem which is causing the leaves to curl up, then make sure that you provide your plant with optimal lighting. Generally the adeniums, they love bright direct light, they don't mind full sun, so you can keep your adeniums outside where it receives at least 5 to 6 hours of sunlight throughout the day. But always make sure that if it is a hot scorching summer and the temperature is going to shoot high, more than 40 degrees Celsius, please move your plant to a shady spot during that time so that it does not scorch out the delicate leaves of the plant and avoid that curling up. The next reason could be over fertilization or under fertilization. Now adeniums, they are succulents, and as you know that succulents are not very heavy feeders, so they don't need a lot of fertilizer. Over fertilization can also cause a leaf curl, and the reason being is that if you over fertilize, the salt buildup in the soil is going to affect the roots of the plant. The roots can get burnt, and which will obviously lead to the decaying of the roots, and then again the oxygen supply and the nutrient supply to the plant will start cutting down, and to avoid the loss of moisture and nutrients from the plant, the leaves will start to curl up. So make sure that you fertilize your plant during the growing season, which is the spring and the summer season, once monthly with a very weak dilution of a liquid fertilizer. Pest infestation can also be one of the reasons for the leaves to curl up. Let's say if there is a pest attack on your adenium plants, the pest will start hiding in the leaves will start curling up and making a good room for the pest to stay in there. Now, to combat this issue, you can make use of any organic pesticide like neem oil solution, you can make use of baking soda solution, you can make use of hydrogen peroxide solution, you can use diatomaceous earth to get rid of all those nasty pests. The next problem is yellowing of the leaves. Now, yellowing of the leaves is another very common problem that happens in adeniums, and there are 3 reasons that can cause the leaves to turn yellow. First is the improper watering, improper nutrition, and improper lighting. So starting with improper watering, as I mentioned earlier, overwatering and underwatering both can cause the leaves to turn yellow. Now, generally with yellowing of the leaves, overwatering is the reason behind the leaves to turn yellow. So to combat this issue, make sure that you allow the soil to dry out before watering it again. Check the soil before you water. If the soil feels moist, then you can leave a day or 2 and then reassess the soil before you water it. Make sure that the pot has got enough of drainage holes for the excess of water to seep through, and the soil must be a well-draining soil. You can make use of the succulent mix, or you can make use of cacti soil mix for your adeniums. If you don't have a cacti or succulent mix, you can make your own by taking any potting mix and adding a lot of perlite or pumice or coarse sand to it to allow that extra aeration and drainage to the soil. Another reason could be underwatering. Now, if you do not water your plant for a very long time and the soil remains dry, that can cause drought stress to the plant, which can again lead to yellowing of the leaves and eventually leaf drop. So just make sure that you water them adequately, not overwatering and not underwatering. Another reason could be nutritional deficiencies. So nutritional deficiencies can also cause yellowing of the leaves. If the plant is suffering from nitrogen deficiency or phosphorus or potassium deficiencies, then also the leaves can start to turn yellow. So you can feed your plant with a very weak dilution of a liquid fertilizer once monthly during the spring and summer season. Now, just remember, as I mentioned earlier, that adeniums are succulents and they are not heavy feeders, so you don't need to over fertilize these plants. And to fix the lighting issue, make sure that you provide your adenium with adequate sunlight, at least 4 to 6 hours of good sunlight these plants need for proper growth and health and flowering and all that. So also make sure that if it is scorching hot summers in your area and the sun is too strong, then move your plant a little bit to a shady spot where it receives bright indirect light and it doesn't scorch the delicate leaves and the plant. The next problem is root rot, and root rot happens due to overwatering. We all know that. Now, the very common signs that you might see will include blistering. Now, these blister-like growth appear on the caudex or the plant stem, and these blisters act as a way for the excess of water to escape. So these blisters will form on the caudex, and also it tells that the plant has been overwatered. Now you will see that the leaves are starting to turn yellow, and as soon as you touch those yellow leaves, they will drop off. So these are the common signs that you will see when your plant might have developed root rot. Now, when you touch the base of the caudex, as I mentioned, that it will feel soft. The best way to check whether your plant has badly developed root rot and can be recovered or not is by scraping the base a little bit. So you can take a blade or something, a pin or something, and scrape the stem a little bit. If it appears green from inside, that means the plant can be recovered from that state. And if it appears black or brown, the stem appears black or brown when you scrape it, that means it will be very difficult for you to save that plant. Now, to prevent root rot, as I mentioned, first thing is stop overwatering. Always water your plant before checking the soil. If the soil feels dry, then only go ahead and water your plant. If the soil feels moist, then leave it for another day or two and then reassess the soil. Make sure that pot has got enough of drainage hole for the excess of water to seep through. You can make use of terracotta pots for your succulents because they help to absorb that excess of moisture, and also because of their porous nature, they will allow better aeration. Now, when you are preparing the soil mix, make sure it's well draining. Make use of cacti soil, succulent soil, or you can add a lot of coarse sand or pumice or perlite to the existing soil to make it more light and to allow aeration and proper drainage. Now, these are the things that you have to keep in mind to make sure that you are not letting your adenium sit in a waterlogged soil. Now, if you think that only some parts of your plant has developed root rot, then what you can do is just amputate that part which has developed root rot and then wash it off or clean it up nicely with hydrogen peroxide solution, and then apply a fungicide powder or a cinnamon powder to that amputated area to prevent further any bacterial or fungal attack on that area. Let the plant to dry for 10 to 15 days, and after 10-15 days, when you think that the plant is all dried up now, then repot it in a fresh soil, in a fresh pot, and this time you make sure that you do not overwater your plant. And also make sure that when you are amputating or you are pruning that affected area, the pruners or scissors, whatever you are using, or the knife or blade, whatever you are using to prune it, it should be sterile, it should be clean to prevent the further spread of infection. Addressing these issues and following the solutions, you can help your adeniums flourish. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you found this video helpful, please do give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more plant care tips. We'll see you next time with another exciting video. Till then, stay safe and happy gardening. Bye bye.